Hey guys, what's going on? Adam Snyder here with the Homemade Entrepreneur. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about paying off debt. And I'm going to give you 5 simple and effective ways to pay off debt. It doesn't matter what the debt is. I'm going to show you how you can pay it off very quickly. Now, if you find this video helpful in any way, please like the video and also share it on Facebook, Google+, Twitter, Reddit, wherever you want to. So let's jump into how you can pay off debt very quickly and effectively. The first way is using the debt snowball. What the debt snowball is, so if you know what a snowball is, the more and more you push it along the ground, the bigger and bigger it gets and it grows. So what is the debt snowball? The debt snowball is simply where you start with the lowest card, the card with the lowest amount on it. So let's say it's $200 and then you have another one that's $500, another one that's $1,000. You pay off the one that has the $200 first. You pay as much as you possibly can on that amount, and then on all the other cards you pay the minimum. What this does is, as soon as that first card is paid off, you take the balance that you were initially paying on that, or that you just finished off paying, and you add that to the next minimum, and it just creates a snowball effect. So then you move on to the next lowest card and the next lowest, and then you just keep going until all your debt's paid off. And all you're really doing is you're simply making a bigger minimum payment. The further and further you go with this, the bigger your payment is going to be. So that is essentially the debt snowball and how it works. The next way is to increase your minimum payment. Now, this is obviously easier said than done, but how can you increase your minimum payment? There are many ways to do this, but the ways that I highly recommend and the ways that actually work: one, if you have a 9-to-5 job, work more hours. Maybe you already work as much as possible. Well, spend less every single day. Or get a second job. This will help you increase your minimum payment. You can also sell unwanted things on Amazon, eBay, Craigslist, wherever, or collect on personal loans that you've given to friends or family members. So this is one thing that you need to do, because when you're paying more each month, this will put more towards the principal, meaning your debt will be paid off faster. Okay, very simple. Another thing is to negotiate lower rates. By negotiating lower rates, you will actually call the companies and ask for a lower rate. The reason this works: let's say you had a 24.99% APR, but you call the company, a credit card company for say, and you get a 18.49% APR. This is going to save you money every single month, because every time you make that payment, more of the payment that you just made goes to the principal instead of going to the interest rate. Lower APR means more money gets paid to the principal. Like I said, every single month, more money will go to that than go into the interest. So how do you do this? It's actually pretty simple. First thing you need to do is call and explain your situation. Maybe you're trying to pay down your debt. Maybe you're struggling to get, all the payments into the companies. Explain your situation and ask for a better rate. All you gotta do is ask. So worst that can happen, they say no. The next thing is do a balance transfer. So how does this work? Well, it's actually pretty simple. All you gotta do, you need to figure out what card you can transfer a balance to. So let's say you have a credit card with a 24.99% APR and it has a balance of $2,000. Well, if you can transfer that to a credit card that has a 17.79% APR, and that balance is maybe $1,000, but you have a credit limit of $10,000, that can hold the balance transfer. The reason this works is because you're going to be paying less overall payments. So instead of making 2 payments to both of those cards, that blue and the gray card, now you're only making 1 payment, but it's going to be a bigger payment, and more of the money is actually going to go to the principal instead of the interest. Like I said, less overall payments it's a big deal. Okay, because if you don't have to stress about 2 or 5 payments, you only have to stress about a little bit, then it's not that bad. Again, the lower interest rate. And one thing you need to understand is some credit card companies and some lenders will give you a possible 0% transfer, which means you don't have to pay interest on the money that you transferred for a decent amount of time. Next thing is negotiate a settlement. What you need to understand with the settlement is that it works better when you have cash in hand that you can actually pay that instant. So let's say you have a $5,000 credit line or whatever that you owe on, that's your debt, but you're going to negotiate a settlement for let's say $4,000. So you instantly brought your debt down by $1,000 instantly. Now, how this works is, like I said, you need to have money in hand or in account that you can pay that full amount, that full $4,000 settlement. You can pay that off instantly. Now, I know that's hard to do, but let's say you brought it down and you're going to do chunks. You might not get the best possible deal, the best settlement, if you're doing payments, but if you can pay it off in full, you'll get a better deal. Okay? The reason why this works is because lenders want their money and they want it now. Just like you, when you go to work or you do something, you want your money now. You will take a little bit less to get your money instantly. That's exactly how they feel. One thing you need to understand, when you negotiate a settlement, on your credit report, it will say paid as agreed, because technically you are agreeing to a settlement with that company. So that is one way you can make a little bit better of a dent on your debt. So all you gotta do is start now. It's not that difficult. Start now. You don't want your debt to be up there for the rest of your life. Start paying off debt instantly. Start paying off debt now. Be debt free.